Well inside a minute, Tyson absolutely destroyed him.
How can you not love
Kevin
this guy?
Rooney rounded out Team Tyson.
I remember Cuz showing him how to throw the uppercut with the proper snap. And Mike would come right over here in the mirror and just practice it for like round after round.
Together with Cuz, they molded Tyson into a force of devastation.
Bang, over here. Bang, with the left hook here.
Great boxing manager.
Great man. That was a great point in my life.
You know, America, the world, America is run by money. It's run by business is run by money. Money first, money first. The big businessmen, they make decisions based on money. How the money, Cus was the principle. What was right and what was wrong. And money meant nothing.
What
He
a
used to tell me to be
golden
careful
man,
with this,
man.
watch out for this, and everything that he said when he was alive came true.
What a coward.
Alderson is already bleeding from the nose. Tyson, you can see almost like a bull as he just chases Alderson around the ring.
No matter the environment, Mike attacked.
My shots are so accurate and so precise, not
Yes.
to be egotistic, but when they
Yes.
land, they're so precise. Can't help it,
Tell
you have
them.
to go down.
Tell them.
Virtually a TKO in the second round by Mike Tyson.
Oh man, it's just
Tyson
laughing.
goes 5-0
Like, what am I
with all
supposed to
5
do?
knockouts, and it was a devastating second round.
Mike has great skills, but Cus brought him out. Cus was an enormously talented
He was a raw talent. Like, he
trainer
was
and teacher of young boys.
Tyson not only has
a rough diamond.
very hard, terrific punch in either hand, but he has developed elusive qualities and has the most important quality, the will to win.
While in the gym, he practiced D'Amato's peekaboo style, fighting with one's hands high, as if in a defensive screen.
He has the ability, he has the potential, and most of all, he has the desire. He really wants to be a champion.
Let's think about it. How much pressure and how much can a 19-year-old
Just to have
take
those
putting the
people
pressure on to be
believing
the
and
youngest
telling
champion in the
them that
world?
from an early age.
Of course, that's them talking. That's Cus D'Amato and Tyson making these bold predictions, and they put pressure on themselves.
I tell you, I am glad I am this side of the ropes and not that side of the ropes.
You would you'd pay to see his fights just to watch him somebody up. It wasn't a fight. It was an execution.
Boxing is the theater of the unexpected.
Whoa.
The first left hook he takes.
I imagine
In many ways,
watching it at
that
time.
sentiment perfectly describes
I wasn't
Mike
even born.
Tyson.
When Cus D'Amato trained you,
When you see big Mike Tyson come for you, you better head in the other direction in a hurry.
Yes, yes.
you were fierce.
Or you're gonna
It's become
be
difficult for Mike to gain any ring
beef.
experience. It seems that no heavyweight wants to get into the ring with Mike Tyson.
One of the problems that we
He's so unbothered. Like just
have, Bill Caton and I, managing Mike, is that when you manage a fighter who's a devastating puncher, you cannot really calculatingly plan for a fight to go 8 rounds or 10 rounds.
Yes, Mike Tyson, in my opinion, the most exciting young heavyweight in boxing. He keeps punching. Schedule 6, but hold on to your hats. Nobody thinks it's going to go that far.
round 1. Ooh, what a move! What a move! What a move! Oh, wow!
Down he goes, the left hook. Just buried him, dug him in the ribs. It was a left and a right. Johnson went goodbye.
Ooh! I did not see that one coming. I should have though. I should have though.
And it's all over. Goodbye. I hope he's not hurt because that was a brutal, wide open punch. I'll tell you, Michael Jack Johnson earned his money the hard way tonight.
And still undefeated, Mike Tyson.
The man, in the truest sense, is an animal, but we say that in a positive way.
To use the
what
word
a-
animal
what
might
a-
be
the
a bit
goats.
of disrespect, really, but he certainly was in the ring. I mean, he feared nothing, and he was brilliantly trained and managed. He was well looked after and well taught, you know.
Well, 8 previous opponents thought that they were the toughest for Mike Tyson. Donnie Long may well be.
Donnie Long was nicknamed the Master of Disaster.
Will this be a win that puts Donnie Long back into the heavyweight picture?
This will be a win that let everybody know that Donnie Long is back.
He boasted Tyson would be a springboard for his career.
Man your battle stations, this is going to be a good one, scheduled for 6 rounds.
Mike Tyson on the road. He's only been fighting professionally for 9 months, but so far very impressive, John. That power is awesome.
All right, let's see.
Tyson again, another one of those fresh
Round
youngsters,
one.
only 19 years of age.
That was quick.
Tyson putting him down here.
This is very impressive. Mike Tyson not expected to come out this strong against Long.
5 of 8 have fallen in the first with a strong right hand barrage again.
This is as bad as I've ever seen Donnie Long look.
Wow.
It was interesting to
Wow,
see Long
wow,
when he
wow,
thought he was
wow,
going to
wow.
get up and then just kind of crumpled down again. Well, I know there's a guy smiling out
Mike,
there. Dusty,
nah.
a 77-year-old trainer of Mike Tyson.
Tyson's ascent continued.
A lot of people came to look. Jesse Ferguson came to look. The Fraziers came to look.
James Broad was out there.
All of you come get some, because Mike Tyson's out here. He's waiting for you. All come get some.
Cuss,
Tell him.
believing that he cared for the downtrodden people. He really was that guy. He was the guy that fought for the people that didn't have
Oof, beautiful. Like, we need these people. Oh my God, what an angel.
I mean, a coward and a hero,
Got
there's
goosebumps.
they're the same. I mean, they feel the same. It's what they do that makes them different. It's what he does that makes him a hero, and what the other fellow doesn't do that makes him a coward.
Mike Tyson undefeated in his 10th professional fight against Robert Collet.
And with a fellow with this type of competitive spirit and the punching power, I can't see him lose.
Left hook, good night. What a great shot. They keep wheeling him out. He keeps knocking them over. Okay, look at the stats. 10 fights,
Mentally,
10 wins,
that had already
7 inside the first round. Tyson,
Wow.
impassive. Kevin Rooney,
Wow.
cutting the gloves off. Is it getting a bit too easy for Mike Tyson?
Because in my opinion, the mind and emotions are about 75% of boxing.
Tragically, Cus D'Amato passed away. The only real father figure Mike had ever known was gone. Cus had
Said
surrounded
he adopted him from 13 to 19 till he died. So he
Tyson with
till the end.
everything he'd ever need to carry on. A trusted management team with Jim Jacobs and Bill Caton. A loving trainer in Kevin Rooney, who'd been brought up by
He just
Cus
invaded
himself.
what he gave.
Tyson still lives in the home owned by the D'Amato family.
The Tyson story is more, in my opinion anyway, the Cus D'Amato story.
If Cus would have remained in your life a little bit longer, do you think that your life would have turned out a little bit different?
totally different.
I feel like his career and his life would have been very different if Cus didn't die when he did.
I think so too.
Yeah.
I think so too.
You miss him to this day? Do you think, Mike, that if he had lived, that your life would have been different? Oh, yeah.
The late and legendary
Those
trainer
people
Cus
are
D'Amato
gold.
was the
Like,
only...
This guy gave him a shot, and just the one shot. Believed in him, told him at early age 13.
real
that
father
you're gonna
figure
be the
Mike
champion.
Tyson ever knew.
Had 10 fights, but very few of them go past the first round.
The bobbing and the weaving, the constant head movement, the crouching, etc.
He's still going.
First punch he threw. Eddie Richardson, looking at the referee, is in much disbelief as we are. Tyson is a little icebox rather than a refrigerator, I'll tell you what.
You lost a dear friend, Cus D'Amato, not too long ago, and a lot of people thought you might not come down here and fight. You were quoted as saying...
Look at him. How can you not love this guy?
Well, most definitely. Even though he didn't, Cus D'Amato, being around him since the age of 13, I'm more like business orientated, and I know not to let anything get involved in business. You know, things happen. We all have disappointments, but we can't let these things stop our lives. We have to go in.
The heavyweight division has always been boxing's glamour group, and now a new star is rising in the division. He's 19-year-old Mike Tyson.
This is what I helped him lay the groundwork.
Mike Tyson, like Muhammad Ali, transcends the sport of boxing.
And he
I mean,
kept
dude,
it up.
remember when we used to think that nobody could beat Tyson?
Yeah.
Remember?
I'm expecting not a Mack truck, but an express train to run over a guy that's standing on the track saying stop.
Blood coming from the nose of Sammy Scaff already. A big left hook.
Everybody thinks that no one can challenge Mike Tyson right now. You could take anybody out.
My mission is to go and destroy and not to let anything get involved. If you get punched, you get hurt. I refuse to be hurt, knocked down, and knocked out. I can't lose. I refuse to lose.
Mentality.
The Raging Bull, Jake LaMotta, had an ominous warning for the young fighter.
Stay away from all the garbage out there. Yeah. There's a lot of garbage out there.
Oh, yeah. Well, why do women have to be garbage, though?
I know, but it's, unfortunately, guys like you and I, we attract garbage.
His name is Mike Tyson, and he is very much a local favorite here in the tribe.
Tell me about this approach of yours to boxing.
so
You enter the
humble
ring,
and-
you wear black.
He just carry himself so well.
You don't wear
I'll
socks.
tell you, Mike Tyson has come to
Everything
fight
that he
tonight.
been
That's the
through.
first time I've seen a main event fighter come in the ring with no robe on. He says, I'm ready to go. Let's just do it. Oh, this guy is like a ball of granite.
Don't go to the
bathroom,
much,
don't get a
and
snack,
still-
don't even get up to look for the channel changer. This fight is not going to get outside the first round.
Could have gone left and he just...
Awesome is an overused word in the 1980s, but Mike Tyson is absolutely awesome.
I had 15 fights in 1 year, 15 knockouts, so you take it, send it to all the sportscasters, and then come in people just start bidding to have me fight in their city or whatever, their town.
David Jacob, the white fighter in the dark blue trunks,
Also Joe Rogan.
mixed it with the best. Tony Tucker, Pierre Kutzer. He's knocked out Razor Ruddock. Can't fault this quality of opponent for Mike Tyson.
Tyson had made believers out of the public.
You cannot deny this guy.
His capturing the heavyweight title seemed
you
like a
not love
foregone conclusion.
So lovable.
Many who are predicting that Mike Tyson will be the next heavyweight champion.
Yes, that's true.
Duh.
Mike is a ray of sunshine coming to the heavyweight division.
Kid Dynamite.
But the majority of the boxing world picture him as the man who will be king.
Tyson Mania took the sporting world by storm.
He has recently been on the cover of national magazines, notably Sports Illustrated and The Ring magazine, a feature in People magazine.
I don't believe there's ever been a fighter who has reached this prominence this quickly in the history of boxing.
People don't realize that heavyweight boxing in the early 80s was dead. Nobody cared. Because Larry Holmes, after he beat Muhammad Ali, everybody was sad. It was like a sad thing.
You wonder what pressure, if any,
Guards
Tyson
life.
experiences at this stage of his career.
Whoa! Whoa! Whoa, 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 whoa.
Blood coming out from the nose of Jesse Ferguson, the right uppercut.
And of course, as a result, generated far more press and far more coverage on television than any fighter in boxing history.
I want to tell you one thing, being there, we were right at ringside. I have been to a lot of fights, right? And I have never heard punches like I've heard your punches. I mean, I've seen punches, but I've never heard them. They were the loudest. Either you hit the hardest or that man was just like made of cement or something.
Everybody's been talking about the young man from the Catskill area. 18 fights so far in his professional career in just 1 year as a pro.
Another spectacular first-round knockout.
Trying to make every shot count. Every one is a grenade.
When you lay flat like that,
14
you
months
out.
ago, Tyson was earning under $1,000 a fight. Today, separate deals with ABC and HBO have brought in over $2 million for 8 fights.
And then there's his age. At 19, is it too much to ask to be the heavyweight champ of the world?
And when I walked in that building and Mike Tyson walked into the ring without robe and the reaction of the crowd, I had never at any time seen anything like that.
He wears no robe. He wears no socks with his boxing shoes. He says that makes him feel more like a warrior, more like a gladiator as he enters the ring. And eclipsed Floyd Patterson as the youngest heavyweight champion of all time. If he wins the title anytime before May 5, 1988.
the
has
guy.
an ability to slip punches that has not
Wow.
been seen in the
He
heavyweight
just
ranks since
ducking it.
Muhammad Ali.
Oh. Oh. Who's ducking it all? Look at it. Oh, he's swinging in there. Mike, you just needed one. Give me one. Out. Team. First.
It was now that Don King made his first appearance in Tyson's career. Here's 80s Tyson speaking about King, juxtaposed with present-day Tyson.
Don King had helped me through a great deal of pressure when I was going through distress. Bill Caton didn't care to put 2 cents in. No one else cared to help. So no one can tell me anything bad about Don King. If I say Don King's a no good, lousy thief, then everybody can believe me he's a no good right.
And then I got caught up with this other piece of Don King, who's a wretched, just a wretched, slimy, reptilian mother.